Now everybody knows that rally cars go fast, very fast, but it's the brakes that slow them down. And do they take a hammering? With the ultra-grippy asphalt of Catalonia coming up, car control is high on the agenda.
From a standard car to a rally car, on gravel rally car, the brake is very similar to a standard car. The design is very similar, it's like the one we have here. And that's a gravel front brake, and that's a gravel front caliper. And when we see now later, when we see the big ones from tarmac, you will see the difference. Obviously on tarmac, there is much more grip on the road, so you need to stop the car and you need to use the brakes more. Like in Spain, for example, you use much more the brakes than you will use in a gravel event like Mexico. That's the size of the tarmac disc that we're going to use in Spain. So if you compare with the other one, it's much bigger. And of course the same goes with the caliper. The caliper is much bigger as well. That you cannot compare this to a standard car at all. They are made of steel, both of them, same material for both of them. And if you put them, here, you can see clearly. If you make a shot here, you can see clearly the difference between gravel and tarmac. It's quite obvious. In Spain, it's particularly bad because it's a tarmac event, and you have more grip and you have higher speed. So you want to stop the car, and with the slicks, you need someone to help you. And the bigger you have it, the better it will be. You put the pads here, and then you put the disc, and then of course the pads with the pressure that you put, it puts pressure on the pad and gets the disc, and then it stops the car.
So, taking a closer look inside the brake assembly, the WRC caliper has 4 clamps called pots that, under braking, apply pressure to the brake pads, which in turn grip the disc and slow the rotation of the wheel. Teams mark the discs with coloured paint to record the incredibly high temperatures generated. The green paint burns off at 480 degrees Celsius, the orange at 540, and the red at 610 degrees. And of course, brake failure is one thing you don't want.
The brakes and the steering are the things you don't want to fail. If a damper fails or if it breaks, very rarely you will have a big accident. If a brake fails or the steering breaks, you can have an accident and you can get injured. So those are the things that you have to make sure that they are 100%.